It's the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee.
Today I'm in one of my favorite places, Boston's North End. This is the oldest residential neighborhood in the city, dates back to the 1630s, and it has seen waves of history since then. For the past 100 years or so, it's really been Boston's Little Italy. And in fact, this is where I first lived in Boston, right around the corner. But I'm going to see another historic building. It's the Ebenezer Cloth House, which was built in 1712, and where an exhibit on early American printing really tells the story of the American Revolution. Is this the printing office of Edes and Gill?
That it is, madam. How are you?
Great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Amy.
Hi. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I recognize these are letters, right?
Yeah, letters. So this is technology really from the 15th century.
Wow.
So Gutenberg in Germany invents the printing press. Maybe about 2,000 books in all of Europe in the year 1450.
Wow.
Just 50 years later, after the introduction of this machine, by the year 1500, there's over 10 million books in Europe.
Oh my gosh. Can you show me a little bit about how you actually print with a machine like this?
Yes, of course. There's about 9,000 individual pieces there.
Oh my gosh. How long would it take you to?
If you're good at this, that's a 7-hour job.
Wow.
For one person.
7 hours.
All right, so once we place the paper on the form, this is called the frisket. We're going to lower that over because these high-tech tools are called ink balls.
Okay.
They don't look like much, but for 400 years, this is how you ink the pages of every book and every newspaper printed. And then, do you want to try one?
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay, so what you're going to do is this. All over the whole thing twice.
Here we go.
By the way, that's real ink. If it gets on your clothes, it's not coming off. This folds over, and now we're going to turn the rounds. You're going to turn that counterclockwise. Now here's the fun part. Right foot forward, left hand right there.
Okay.
Now just give that a yank straight back. Perfect.
Okay.
I was ready. Both hands on this.
Okay.
Now wrap around a little bit and lean back hard. That is it. Good, let it go.
Okay. Ooh, I made our country free.
You did. The Boston edition of the Declaration of Independence. This isn't any edition. This is the Boston edition.
Well, now that we've touched on the very rich history of this neighborhood, I want to also go touch on the very rich food of this neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much again.
Pleasure, Amy.
Now I want to take you to my probably favorite restaurant in the North End. It's Neptune Oyster, and it's kind of a European-inspired oyster bar. Now I'm going to try some oysters, and I'm hoping I can try my favorite dish, which is a Johnny cake with smoked bluefish and creme fraiche on it. It's so good. Hey, Fernanda.
Hi, Amy.
I want to try some oysters with you.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, I'm going to come around. Oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Enjoy.
So we're going to start with the Neptune Pearl. We'll try this one. Mmm. Oh my God.
Let's try.
It's so good because it starts out really briny, and then you start to get this rich butteriness, and then the sweetness is incredible. Wow. So now we're moving up to Maine, unicorn from Damariscotta, Maine. It's so interesting how different, the different oysters are from the different locations. I'm going to stop here, as good as these are, because I don't want to get too full. I want to go back and see Chef Joaquin and ask him to make that amazing Johnny cake.
That's perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Chef Joaquin.
Hey, Amy.
Nice to see you. One of my favorite dishes here, among many, is the Johnny cake that you guys do, where you top it with like amazing
That's correct.
things.
That's the Johnny cake.
Yeah, could we do that now?
Sure.
Okay, I want to see how you do it.
It's just a flour, semolina, corn milk,
Oh, interesting.
sugar, salt, buttermilk, and black pepper.
Yum.
So this is the mix. So be ready.
Okay.
We put like 3 spoons. This is like a cup.
A cup. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So
Okay, so you're gonna let
just
it
heat it
set.
up.
Yep.
drop it on the
Oh
oven.
wow, that's fast. So you just let it set a little bit on the bottom, and then it goes in the oven.
Yep. Just put it in the oven. Just wait like I want to say 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
And be ready.
So the toppings that we're gonna do today.
Boston smoked bluefish.
Okay. I
And
love smoked bluefish.
yep, orange sets, lemon sets, shallots,
Oh yeah.
and creme fraiche.
And then
all
you
the
make
ingredients
this
in
little cork of bluefish pate.
little tower. I want to complement it with a little bit of creme fraiche on top.
Okay.
And like a little
that's
touch caviar.
Okay. Look at that. That's so
Right.
pretty. Oh, yeah. You can't forget them. Oh, that looks
Alright.
beautiful.
So you want to see the color over here?
Yes.
That's a little dark.
Right.
Little lag on it. So it's be ready.
Right.
So
Ah.
stir it.
You're good at that.
Put some like a less
Oh, I see. So
honey
while
butter.
it's in the pan. Okay. Finishing the cooking in the honey butter.
So it's be ready.
Great. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that.
And put some like the smoke on top.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
You need to try.
I need to try. Okay.
Be careful, this is a little hot.
Yeah, here I go. All right.
Sweet, salting.
This is just such a treat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Now, one of the quirks of the North End is that a lot of the restaurants here don't serve dessert. And that's partly because the kitchens are so small. But it's also because the neighborhood operates like a sort of ecosystem. The restaurants send their customers to the pastry shops for dessert, where they can pick up cannoli or other sweets. And so I'm going to be doing that at Modern Pastry, where I'm hoping to fill a cannoli myself. Hey, Gianni.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
It is so
Welcome
nice
to
to
Modern
meet you.
Pastry, you as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
I've been coming for years, so it's so nice to meet you.
Great, thank you so much.
And hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
My aunt.
Okay, so this is a family business, right?
It is.
So what generations are you now?
So she's fifth, I'm sixth generation.
Wow.
But that's going back to Italy. In this
Okay.
country, she's the second generation, I'm the third.
So tell me a little bit about what your signature, obviously we have cannoli shells.
Yeah, let's start, with the king cannolis, Sicilian from the region of Palermo. Pretty classic. Your crunchy cannoli shell filled with your ricotta cream that's sweetened.
Right.
In some cases, honey, sugar.
You can tell when a cannoli has been pre-filled because it is
Absolutely.
soggy, and that's
Yeah.
not right. And this is lobster tail.
That's a lobster.
Okay, so this has to be a New England invention, or is it Italian?
No, this is actually, it comes from Naples.
Really?
In Italian, crolli di aragosta, which means literally lobster tail. You can see the similarities
Oh, that's
between
so
a real
funny.
one. Yeah, it just so happened that, New England lobsters.
So let's talk about some of these additional things.
Absolutely. Guess we'll move right on over to the Savoy. It can be known as a rum
Oh
cake.
my God,
So this
rum
is your classic
cake.
Italian rum cake. Here, I'll
That
pass
is
that over to you. real
beautiful.
quick.
Oh my God, these are my childhood. Any wedding, funeral, birthday, you would have a platter of these
Of
cookies.
course, yeah.
So you guys make these here in-house.
It's all in-house.
That's a lot of variety.
It's worth it. Our
my gosh.
customers love them. That's why people come back. And we're staying in traditions.
Wow. And then another thing that all year
Yeah.
round, these are so beautiful.
The marzipan, staying in Sicily.
They're so pretty.
Almond paste, made by hand, painted by hand. Also something that is a dying art. You won't see people
Yeah.
doing it anymore. My grandfather had this. This was like above all his baby.
This neighborhood, it still feels very much Italian, even though it has changed a lot.
In terms of being still an Italian neighborhood,
Yeah.
I think, and a lot of people agree, this is the best Italian neighborhood in the country. We try and maintain our traditions here
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
can't find anywhere else.
All right, well, let's get on this cannoli craft.
It's really easy. Just the
Okay.
bag's going right in, and you're gonna squeeze, and as you're squeezing, you're pulling out right there, and you're
Okay.
gonna cut it right at the end.
Okay, I'm gonna,
little
so you
powdered
would just
sugar on
dip it
top.
in?
Right on top, just dip
Okay.
it right there. Really
That-
press it down, don't be
Okay,
afraid.
press it down.
Yeah,
Don't
there
be
you go.
Okay, there we go. Be confident.
Little powdered
There.
sugar on top, because
Oh my
why
gosh.
not?
And just for the fun of it, can we see one of the pretty boxes with the string? Because
Absolutely.
that's so
Oh my God.
iconic.
See, the twine.
I love that you have the dispenser built into the counter.
Yeah, this is Italian-American ingenuity right
Yeah.
here. So, we make
This
it work.
stuff, it would not be a pastry box from the North End if you didn't have that twine around it.
Yeah.
It's just lovely.
Snap it.
Nice.
You're ready to go.
This is happiness in a box. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.